This is Sales Management Mastery, Episode 7.
Welcome to Sales Management Mastery, where you get an insider's look on how to build, motivate, coach, and lead a high-performance, low-maintenance sales team. Here's your host, Ralph Burns.
Hello and welcome to Sales Management Mastery Online at salesmanagementmastery.com. And we're here to help you and your sales managers build a team of highly motivated, elite salespeople using easy-to-use, real-world sales management techniques and tactics that'll unleash a flood of new sales for your sales organization. On this episode of Sales Management Mastery, we're going to give you 7 quick ways to lead a sales team for maximum sales impact. And I'd also like to remind you that if you'd like to get a jump start on creating your own team of supercharged salespeople using our proven system, you can claim your free test drive of the Sales Management Mastery Academy by going to salestraininggift.com. So great sales leadership skills really do little good without any sort of tangible sales results. And the best sales leaders know that they've got to harness their leadership skills for maximum sales impact. And if you can't do that, then you're obviously not a great sales leader. There's been plenty of people that have told me that they know great sales leaders, but they're always at the bottom of the rankings. So exactly how great a sales leader are they really should be measured based upon how well they're doing on the bottom line. And bottom line for you and for your organization is increasing sales results or over the goal or over whatever it is that you have for a year end or a quarterly or a monthly or a weekly goal, is achieving that, if not overachieving that on a regular basis. So every action a leader must take has got to be gauged by the sales results that they can bring. So we're going to talk today about 7 quick ways to lead a sales team for maximum sales impact. So number 1 is begin with what we call a strategic overhaul or a results gap. And what this is really defining the results that you need from your organization or for your department or for your sales team versus the results that you're getting now. And this is what we call the results gap. And by looking at what it actually is, you can then plan a strategy to get you from where you are to where you need to be. And the real key here is to be very brutally honest as to where you currently sit. And this is a good time to really just sort of face the brutal facts, as Jim Collins says in Good to Great, which is if you're not where you need to be, you need to call your team out on the carpet and tell them so. And if you're at goal or you want to exceed where you are, you need to tell them that as well. Maybe give them a pat on the back and prompt them to even higher sales achievement than what they're currently doing. But the first thing is to really know exactly where you sit and look at that gap and figure out where you need to be. So number 2 is to take responsibility for your sales results. And as a sales leader, the buck really does stop with you. You can't blame your salespeople, and you can't blame the economy. You can't blame the government regulations. You can't blame foreign competition or just bad luck or anything like that. This is all buck passing. And not only does this undermine your leadership, but it undermines your effectiveness to get quality results. So, it undermines morale, but it undercuts the possibility of change and positive change as well as improvement. So number 2 is take responsibility for your results, no matter how good or bad they are. And typically, when they're good, you want to take the responsibility, but when they're bad, you want to blame everybody else. And it really should be the opposite. You should take the responsibility when things are bad, but then shower recognition and share that power and that responsibility for the great results when things are going in the right way. So number 2 is take responsibility for results, good or bad. Number 3 is clearly communicate your expectations and your sales targets. And a real common complaint, and a common complaint that I've seen throughout my sales management career of salespeople is that they don't know what's expected of them. And this is why we talk so much about setting expectations and doing what we call setting the bar higher in the Sales Management Mastery Academy, is that you need to tell your salespeople exactly where they stand so that you know exactly where they currently are, and you have a measuring stick or a frame of reference to where you want them to be. And if a salesperson doesn't know what's expected of them, then shame on the sales leader. The salesperson should obviously know, but the sales leader should figure out which salespeople are the ones that don't understand what the expectations are and go and make sure that they coach them and inform them as well as lead them in the right direction using that measuring stick and using whatever those expectations and targets are. So that focus makes clear what the organization will or will not do. And, that kind of focus is extremely important for you as a sales leader. And number 4 is make sales results your ultimate litmus test. So weigh every idea or strategy that comes to you against the basic question, which is, what will have the biggest impact on our sales results? Which strategy or which idea will have the biggest impact on sales? Don't do an idea or do a strategy or adopt a strategy or an idea just because it seems like a good idea. Think about it in terms of what impact will it have on sales results. And if you make sales results the ultimate litmus test, you'll make a whole lot better decisions over the long term. Now, number 5 is know and use every group member's capabilities to the fullest. And this is a really important one because what we really try and do in Sales Management Mastery and within the Sales Management Mastery Academy is to harness the inherent talents of your individual salespeople and draw more out of what they're good at and minimize what they're not so good at. And this is sort of a basic concept which makes a much more of a path of least resistance as a sales leader. Therefore, you're not sort of fighting against the grain or pushing water up a hill, as someone once told me, in the fact that you're always trying to change someone to doing something or being someone that they're not. But knowing and using every salesperson's capabilities and their talents to the fullest capability is the key to be able to lead them in the right direction. And personal results usually enhance the company's results. And the fact that if somebody is very good at a certain talent or a certain skill, if you can put them in the best position to achieve maximum sales results based upon that skill or talent, then you've just enhanced your ability to lead as well as to get great sales results, which is really your ultimate goal as a sales manager. Number 6 is measure results, and do it in ways that employees can really easily understand. And whether this is you sitting up there in front of a sales